It's Ruth with LegacyHomeschoolReflections.com. It is an overcast Saturday on our farm today, and I am working on various tasks after Christmas cleanup. I think I have a bug buzzing around me. And I am working on tasks that need to be done before we go to church tomorrow. And so I thought I would bring you along for the day, kind of like a day in the life, and I hope that you enjoy the video. One thing I needed to do on Saturday is to practice for accompanying my daughter the next day at church for a solo that she was going to sing. You are my refuge, I hide in you. You are the hope I'm riding to. Your words are faithful, your promise true. I hide in you. We have so much fun with Christmas, but after Christmas you can tell that the holidays have come and gone by all of the clutter laying around, and it's time for a good cleanup. One goal I had for the day was to take all of our leftovers from Christmas and the holidays and to get them out of the refrigerator, kind of clean up the refrigerator and make some space. And the chickens had a feast from all of these scraps that we have left over. And I am happy to have more space in my fridge again. Oftentimes, somebody in our house will offer to make cookies on Saturday to take to church with our lunch on Sunday. And that is something that we enjoy, and we have a wide variety of different cookie recipes that we like to make. And that's just something fun that often happens around our house on Saturday. We burn a lot of our trash, and so sometimes I'll send my little guy out with boxes to add to the burn pile. That's a way he can contribute to our family, and it helps him to get outdoors and burn off a little bit of energy as well. And here I am taking the scraps out to the chickens, their holiday feast. It's always a nice break for me to go out and to feed the chickens. It's a time to step outdoors, to take a break from what's happening in the house and to get some fresh air. And it kind of perks me up, and I enjoy that little break. During the winter, we don't see as much life. We see dead plants, dead trees, bare trees, and yet if we will open our eyes and look, we can still discover some beauty here and there. We might just have to look a little harder to find it. I asked my second oldest daughter to take a box out to the barn for me, and as she was on the path to the barn, she noticed that our dog was in the chicken pen, so she ran over there to take care of that, and the chickens weren't too happy with the dog being in there, and the dog wanted out. It's always an adventure on the farm. There's definitely never a dull moment. As we were bringing the Christmas box out to the barn, it started to rain on us, so I am now in our little storage room inside the barn where we are trying to keep some food, and I used this room for wrapping Christmas presents during the Christmas season, and so I have a little work to do in here. Also, my husband has been putting together another one of these shelves for the food items and the paper goods, and so that's the new one right there that he just put together. So we just have some cleanup to do in here. So since it's raining and I'm kind of rained in, I am going to sweep this floor and try to tidy up a little bit. Stuck in our little storeroom in the barn. The rain is really coming down out there. So I'm taking advantage of the opportunity to put things back in place and to sweep the floor and wipe down some of the shelves. So here's my opportunity until the rain lets up. New little babies being born at our church recently, and so baby showers are a very frequent occurrence right now. And so right now I'm going to prepare a little gift for a shower happening tomorrow. I have just begun to make these cute little onesies that say I am fearfully and wonderfully made. If you are interested in something like this, we are going to be putting them on our web store at legacyhomeschoolreflections.com, so you can go over there and check those out. I love to try new things, new homemaking skills, and I had never prepared Cornish hens before. I don't know if I really went about this the way most people do, but I just basted the hens with some butter and salt and pepper and let them roast, and I just would take them out of the oven every so often and add a new layer of the butter, and I put some just kind of like an all seasoning blend on them. I love it when my daughters help me in the kitchen, and my youngest daughter was my helper on this day, and she started out by setting out the plates on the table, and then she began helping me with the cooking. I think one of the easiest vegetables for me to put on the table for my family is just to buy the box of baby spinach. I like to get the organic baby spinach, and to have some butter sizzling in my Instant Pot, put it on saute, and then add in the baby spinach and just stir it around, and it eventually kind of cooks down and changes color, and then add the seasonings. Here she is adding in the pink Himalayan salt and some pepper and whatever seasoning you would like. It's amazing how much that spinach cooks down, and now she's just putting it in the serving bowl. calls for just continually, every little while, putting another basting of butter on it throughout the cooking process. And it's looking so good with that roasted butter and all of the seasonings on it. I always think that rice goes so well paired with chicken, and here my little girl is pouring the rice into the Instant Pot. I love using my Instant Pot to make rice. I have been doing this for years. It's just so easy to put the rice and the water, and I usually put some butter in there and turn it on. Just press the rice button on the Instant Pot, and it's so easy, and I just love being able to even cook it in a stainless steel bowl. I love that about the Instant Pot. We always take lunch to eat after the morning service at our church on Sundays, and it is such a blessing to have older daughters who are able to help pack up our lunch bag and get it ready. Such a blessing to me.
It's too dark.
We have 2 Nigerian dwarf goats who gave birth around 8 weeks ago. And so for the first time, we are milking goats every evening and bringing in farm fresh milk from the goat pen. It is so fun and exciting to see this. My husband built this milking stand, and there is a feed bucket attached to it so the goats eat feed while they are being milked, and that keeps them happy. After the Cornish hens had roasted in the oven for a while, one of my daughters brushed on some roasted raspberry chipotle sauce that I found at Costco. Here I'm just stirring in some butter and adding salt and pepper to the rice to go with the chicken. And rice is always a good filler and a good side for any meal. Back in the summer, I canned quite a few carrots. And we tried them a few times, and we weren't just crazy about them. But this time I did something different. I popped the lid and drained the juice, and then I cooked them with butter, salt, and pepper, and drizzled maple syrup over them. And that was a game changer. These carrots came out so tasty with such great flavor and just the right amount of sweetness. And by the way, I buy our maple syrup at Sam's. It seems to me that they have the best price on organic maple syrup. Jenny Ortland said, "I believe that a godly home is a foretaste of heaven. Our homes, imperfect as they are, must be a haven from the chaos outside. They should be a reflection of our eternal home, where troubled souls find peace, weary hearts find rest, hungry bodies find refreshment, lonely pilgrims find communion, and wounded spirits find compassion." Sometimes we may be tempted to view mundane, reoccurring tasks such as vacuuming, washing dishes, washing clothes, things like that, as small, unimportant things. But Laura Ingalls Wilder has a quote that reminds us and brings perspective that these things are not small at all. These are very important things. Laura shared, "It belittles us to think of our daily tasks as small things, and if we continue to do so, it will in time make us small. It will narrow our horizon and make of our work just drudgery. There are so many little things that are really very great, and when we learn to look beyond the insignificant appearing acts themselves to their far-reaching consequences, we will despise not the day of small things. We will feel an added dignity and poise from the fact that our everyday round of duties is as important as any other part of the work of the world. And just as a little thread of gold running through a fabric brightens the whole garment, so women's work at home, while only the doing of little things, is like the golden gleam of sunlight. It runs through and brightens all the fabric of civilization." Laura Ingalls Wilder. I definitely tried to do some basic tidying up around the house on Saturday. It just seems like after the holidays, the floors get so dirty and things can be scattered around, and it's just a good time to give the house a good clean, a good freshening up, and to prepare for the new year with a clean new slate.
So my girls have a little gift exchange with some friends at church tomorrow. They were going to do it earlier in December and it didn't work out, so they're doing it tomorrow. So I'm trying to get some little gifts together for them. I have little notepads with a scripture verse and note cards from Hobby Lobby and a cute journal that says God has a vision far greater than my sight. And so that will be the gift that one daughter will give along with some candy. So I am just wrapping this up and getting it ready for tomorrow morning as we leave bright and early for church. So here is one gift with a cute Hobby Lobby sack. And then another one. And this gift is going to have the same little notepad. It says, "Be joyful in hope, patient in affliction, faithful in prayer." Romans 12. That's a great verse. And then this gift is going to have cute little paper clips. I got these just yesterday at the store at home. And again, candy and another journal. We ladies always like journals, don't we? So all of that is going to be wrapped up in some tissue paper. Yes, I'm still not done wrapping from the holidays, from Christmas, so I think this is just about it as far as the last of the Christmas presents, I think. And just going to stick it in this bag here. And we are ready to go for the gift exchange tomorrow.
And while we are trying to clean and bring order to our homes, we also need to keep in mind that home is a place to create and to explore giftings and crafts and to spread out the blocks and build towers. We're not trying to make our homes museums, but we do want to have a place of order and comfort for our families and our guests. And after a long day of hard work on the farm and in the home, I took time for a little bit of rest and refreshment. It has been said that tea is a hug in a cup. My favorite way to prepare a cup of tea is to add some honey and a spritz or two of Thieves throat spray. I feel like that helps to boost my immunities, and it is especially soothing if I have a sore throat. Thanks so much for coming along on this video. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I invite you to check out all that we have going on over at LegacyHomeschoolReflections.com. And if you enjoyed this video, would you please give it a like, a thumbs up, and subscribe to the channel. Have a blessed day, everyone. Bye-bye.